So this video was taken yesterday. This is like a day or two after the last video that I posted. I was just playing yesterday and the same thing was happening. CyberGhost was just beating me out of every hand just magically. I get a full house, they get a higher full house. I get a straight, they get a higher straight. I get flush, almost nut flush, they have the nut flush. Just, and it's always in that manner. It wasn't like, oh, I would get two pair and they'll get a higher two pair, which that does happen with them, but it's mostly bad beat form, as in one thing beating the other. And what I mean by that is full house, flush, straight, just they always just magically has it. I haven't found out how to pull up those replays, so if anyone else can help me out, that'd be greatly appreciated. I really want to show you guys these replays from the session of, I believe, the 25th or the 24th, something like that. I really want to show you guys that so you guys can see what I mean. Like, this is what's going on is basically impossible. Yes, there's going to be times where you can't win hands, but it's always the same players that are beating me out, and it's the same particular players that are beating me out. It's like they pin certain players against others, which is weird. It's not weird. It's just it's scamming, it's cheating, it's rigged. That's mostly how I can put it. They have over a 99% win rate against me, and it's not like I put emotion into it and try to go after them, because I learned how to take emotion out of it. And in the beginning, I still didn't even put emotion behind it like that, because it was just sitting there with $1,000 on the table, which is basically, and I'm not. This is not a brag. This is nothing. Don't take it any way of the sense. It was almost like nothing. I'm not saying it's not nothing. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it was just almost. It's disposable income that I could freely lose and be fine with. Sitting there with a few thousand on the table, which hardly happened because the games wasn't that big on these sites at that particular time. But regardless, that wasn't even a big deal. So I never put emotion into it. So it's not like I'm just going after this person, I'm actually playing my hands like I'm supposed to be playing my hands. But regardless, they beat me every time. And it's the funny thing also. Now you see the person highlighted in red. Now when I get in here, these comments and these tables, if I see CyberGhost, I definitely start putting them on blast. You guys are playing with an in-house or some type of rigged account. I let people know. Some people agree, which you guys can see. Other people just mention it without me saying anything. But CyberGhost has never said a word. Never said a word. Which I found it strange. But what I really find strange is there's certain particular accounts that take it personal when I'm talking about CyberGhost. I'm not even talking about them. I'm not even saying anything about them, their account, whatever. But they take it personal, which is very weird. Why are you taking it so personal when I'm not even talking to you? And that's the person I Thailand in red. Besides them being a donk, they love to just take it personal. So that's very suspicious. Are you playing with them? Are you a employee like them? Like what? That's just the things that go through my mind. I haven't studied this particular account to even talk much about it. I just know I have them marked, and I know why I have them marked, and I have notes. Now, I want to show you this hand. This is at the tail end of my day because I just had enough. I was actually fed up. I cashed in some regular tournaments. I cashed in like 3 regular tournaments, and I think I played 4. I also played some knockouts, so I did get some knockout cash also. When it comes to sitting goals, I just try to focus more on sitting goals, because that just seemed to be the only games I can sort of do my best in yesterday. And I won probably about 9 of them for like $5, $6, $5, $6, and I won a few where I came in like 3rd place and 2nd place. 2nd place on the 6 max was like $2, almost $3, and 3rd place for the 9 max is like $2 and something, almost $3, I think also. But yeah, I won quite a few of them, and I also cashed in quite a few of them. There's probably like 3 that I didn't do so great in it. But magically, I still just didn't do that well overall, even after doing all that winning, just magically. So, but jumping over to the cash game, because when I'm playing tournaments and cash games, I like to sort of take my, because I'm very patient. But sometimes you do get a little antsy, and for me not to get so antsy, I like to hop into like a very small cash game, which you guys see here, and I like to focus more on that because on a tournament I don't need to focus as much on, and I don't want to focus as much on. Some people may understand what I'm saying, some may not, but it's okay. Maybe one day I'll have all the right words to explain it to you. But I want to show you this, and I want to show you guys a lot of things that goes on with this CyberGhost account when it comes to me. I hardly see them lose regardless. I always see them winning the biggest pots over and over and over. When it comes to me, 99%. And the only reason I say that is because I actually finally won a hand with them in it yesterday. We didn't see the flop. I mean, we didn't see the river. We didn't see the river. I don't even think we've seen the turn. And they folded. That's the farthest I ever got with them where I was the aggressor or I was planning winning. So now I have one win against them on the books. But I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the things that's going to happen. And this is stuff that happens all of the time. Like I said, full house, they get a higher full house. Straight, they get a higher straight. Flush, they get a higher flush. They just always have it. Also want to mention, a lot of people, when I do start talking about this, and I do start mentioning like in-house players, the same people that I want to take up for CyberGhost love to be like, oh, there's no in-house players and blah 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 blah. It's almost like the same template that scam. If you email Scam Online, and I think I even posted it before, but if you email them saying in-house players and stuff, they're gonna send you a template email with a whole bunch of nonsense and lies. The last template email they told me that they sent back to me, they were saying when I reported CyberGhost, which I'll show in the emails when I do get that video ready, they said that they don't have in-house players. They said that just like every other gambling company, and they must stay competitive and all of this nonsense. Right, so how do they stay competitive? It's not by fair business practices, because if so, then the games would be, what, even, 50-50, but it's not. They always have an edge. They would be regulated, not unregulated. But they said they don't have in-house players. They're just like every other gambling company. Now, I do want to let you know, gambling companies do have in-house players, but they don't call them in-house. They call them prop players. Prop players are players that play for the casino at their tables. What is that? That's an in-house. Online, it's just a lot easier for them to cheat because they have everything right there in dashboards. But I want to go ahead and show you, but I also want to let you know this person is always on every single 5 cent, 10 cent Omaha game. And a lot of times they're not, if you're on so many tables, you're going to have quite a bit of a wait time or a lag time, because flipping through all of this, even if you, I'm multi-tabled plenty of times. The most multi-tabled that I did was probably like 8 or 7, and that was when that was sort of towards the beginning of me playing poker. Like I bought I bought extra computers, extra monitors, set everything up just for poker. That's how well and good I was doing. I had a setup and everything, and I understand just even off playing that many tables, there was a lag, there was a drag in my action. There's hardly much of a drag in their action, and they're playing on all of these tables. They're playing on over 5, over 8, 10 tables. But I'm going to show you the hand. I don't want to hold you guys up too much, but I'm going to show you guys the hand. I'm going to play it right now, and you're going to see. Now, this is not as bad of a beat as it usually is, but this is just one of the hands I caught towards the tail end of me just saying, fuck it, I'm done for the day. Ran it twice, and that's what they get. That's how they beat me every time. I was the aggressor. I was pushing. I had a great hand. Yes, they had a wrap. But come on, I mean, they just always have that. They always have the hand. That's basically what I'm showing you. They always have the hand. Especially when it comes to me, they always have the hand. I've seen other players beat this player out, but it was always just the minimum, and it was only a few times. It was the bare minimum, like super, super minimum. But always big hands, medium hands, nope. You are automatically know they're gonna have the winning hand. So I forgot something very important. I was actually just typing it here, but I felt it was actually something I need to say and need to point out. You guys always hear me talk about the it's usually the river. It's usually the river. Like over 98% of its time, it's always the river. It's literally like these certain accounts they just built, like they would have nothing. They would have nothing. They would have a piece of something, but they're just able to just magically build the pot perfectly just to suck you out on the river. Like, and my thing is, I find it so weird and strange because I can't do this. That's my whole point. Like, if it is fair, if it is correct, if it's not rigged, then I should be able to do the same thing. But it just doesn't work that way. And it's not just me. I watch other people play. When you play with these people, I mean, you watch, you see. And a lot of these other players that I feel that may be normal or regular, they can't do the same. So why is it that these certain players are just coming on and being able to win multiple hands over and over and over and over, and most of the time I'm only winning maybe one hand an hour, and it's the minimum, it's the bare minimum. I can't get no action. It is the craziest stuff. But just pay attention to those rivers. They both rivers, what happened? A set and then two pair. Come on. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But I just felt that was very important for me to share, because you guys hear in all of the other videos I talked about, it just seems like it's the river with these people, especially again, the last video and some other videos I talked about it with this particular account, Cyber Ghost, which again, usually the river. And look, it's a big, in this game, that's a big pot, because again, it's only 5 cent, 10 cent, it's only two people in the pot, and two people in the hand, and we already $8 basically on the flop. This person is winning 20 some dollar hand, $20 hand, $18 hand, $14 hand in this small ass game almost every time. Thought I'd just point that out and show it to you. Again, this is not the only video. I'm definitely going to do my best to find all these other videos so I can point out the same stuff, because you guys have to see this. You guys have to see this because it's almost, I'm like that. I'm one of these people that like to think, it is a possibility for certain things, but not this and that long and so much, and it's all the time. No, it doesn't. That's mathematically impossible. Scientifically, almost impossible.